Hello students, in this video we are going to see the matrix method of arriving at the market share after a few weeks of cycles. In the last video we have seen how to use the tree method, and we understood that the tree method can be used when there are 2-3 weeks we want to calculate for. But if there are many number of weeks, then the tree becomes larger and larger, and it's not practical to do this in this method, and hence we are going to use the matrix method. So obviously first starting point will be our matrix calculations, which I'll show how to go about. So because we have our customer currently as Murphy customer, our starting matrix can be written as like this. Starting matrix will be Murphy 0, 1 and Ashley 0, right? So this will be my starting matrix, and so that my first row or first column is for Murphy and my second column is for Ashley, right? So this is my current position, as if that right now in the market only Murphy is the only supermarket there, and there is no Ashley, and Ashley is just entering. So customers for Ashley is 0 and customers for Murphy is 1. So we can also, if in the exam suppose they have given you that currently we are in maybe in after 4 weeks or whatever weeks, there are 1000 customers for Murphy, and right now there are 200 customers for Ashley. So in that case this matrix will become like this, that Murphy will be 1000 and Ashley will be 200. So just remember that. So whatever is the starting point they have given, we can use you can convert them into a matrix and use it for your matrix multiplication. Now if you see, that's what is here shown here. So now if you see here, in the first period our starting point is 10, and we have to get to the second period, or from 0 period to 1 period. So we are going to use this matrix multiplication method. So if you see here, this is your matrix multiplication method. The first period's market share percentages, the probabilities will ultimately tell you the market share percentages, right? So will be given by the previous period's market share percentages multiplied by the transition matrix. So in this case clearly we know that our initial position is 10, that is Murphy and Ashley, and our transition matrix is 0.9, 0.1, 0.2, 0.8. So when you do this multiplication, you know how to do this multiplication. This 1 into 0.9 plus 0 into 0.2, 1 into 0.9 plus 0 into 0.2 will be coming here. Then 1 into 0.1 plus 0 into 0.8 will be coming here. So the row into first column will occupy your first column, the row into second column will occupy your second column. So clearly after first period you will get 0.9 and 0.1 as your market share, which also matches with our, see here, 0.9 here and 0.1 here, right? So that's what is going to be the first period market share. And when you want to find out for the second period, now for the second period this 0.9, 0.1 will be the starting point. So instead of 10 here, you will use this 0.9, 0.1 here, and because there is no change in the transition matrix, this same matrix will remain there. So for the second period, right, we are going to use this particular method. The second period market share is denoted by 2 here, pi 1 2 pi 2 2 is basically pi 1 1 pi 2 1 multiplied by matrix share. So basically this first cycle's market share multiplied by the transition matrix. Again, 0.9 into 0.9 plus 0.1 into 0.2 will come here. 0.9 into 0.1 plus 0.1 into 0.8 will come here, and this is exactly matches with our this particular answer which we got. So this is how you need not use the decision tree, but you can keep on using the matrix multiplication, cycle after cycle. Now you can try on your own what will be the market share for Murphy and Ashley after third period. So what are you going to do? Instead of 0.9, 0.1 here, you will use 0.83 and 0.17 here, and you will try to find out. So try to find out yourself what will be pi 1 3, pi 2 3, and you can easily do this. So in the exam sometimes they will ask you that okay, in the third cycle there are some changes in the strategies and the transition matrix has undergone a change. So for that fourth cycle you have to use a different multiplication matrix which will be given to you. So this can be a variation in your exam. Now to do this, there is another very fast method where we can use Excel to our advantage, and you can see here this they have shown you. So when you do it yourself, the third week answer you will get 0.781 and 0.219. You can try it yourself and see whether you are getting. Now if you can set up the formula in Excel, right, and then simply once you get the formula set up, simply pull the formula this side and pull the formula this side, and you will see that even after for the 10th week you can quickly find out what will be the market share. One thing you can observe that the Murphy's market share, which started from 1 and Ashley was 0, but slowly they are getting stabilized to somewhere 0.68, 0.67, 0.324. If it is other way around, if your starting point is Ashley, so that is also shown here. If you use Ashley as your starting point, then it will be 0 1 here. Here it is 1 0. Now it will be 0 1 here, right? And even then, then the formula will be different because now the matrix will be 0.2, 0.8, and then you may set up the formula and pull it this side. You will find that maybe after a few weeks almost the market share gets stabilized. So here where we were getting around 0.67 33%, here we are getting around 65 36% or 35%, like that. So the question obviously comes to our mind is that what will be the steady state market share in such cases? That means what is the market share if there is no change in transition matrix? Is the market share will get stabilized? So that particular calculation can be done using matrix multiplication, which I will explain you just now, which is called as steady state market share. So what is a steady state market share? That from previous period to next period the market share remains the same for both the competitors. So in that case we call it this as steady state probabilities. Here they have shown using this formula, but it is a bit confusing, so I will take you to a Word doc which I have created for your easy understanding. So let me just take it to the. So what exactly is a steady state market share means? If pi 1 and pi 2 are the market shares, when you multiply pi 1 and pi 2 by the transition matrix, you will again get pi 1 and pi 2. So pi 1 and pi 2 multiplied by the transition matrix should be equal to pi 1 and pi 2. Then only it is called as a steady state. So if I use that, then I can write pi 1 pi 2 multiplied by this, and when I solve this I will get 0.9 pi 1 plus 0.2 pi 2 on the left side, 0.1 pi 1 plus 0.8 pi 2 on the right side, and equal to pi 1 and pi 2. So what does it mean? Because these two matrices are equal, this pi 1 and this particular expression within the bracket is same. So if I just write that, I can write pi 1 equal to 0.9 pi 1 plus 0.2 pi 2. Also I know that pi 1 and pi 2 will be always adding to 1. So I can write here pi 1 and plus pi 2 equal to 1, or pi 2 equal to 1 minus pi 1. So when you clearly put this back here, and you will get the entire equation into pi 1, and when you solve it you will get pi 1 equal to 2 by 3, and obviously 1 minus pi 1 will be equal to 1 by 3. So 2 by 3 is almost 67%, 1 by 3 is 33%. So you can see that when after a few period, if there is no change in this transition matrix, you will get the same steady state as 2 by 3, 1 by 3, or 67% and 33%. So this is how you can use steady state probabilities. In my next video, we are going to see the account receivable analysis, which is the final video in Markov chains. Thank you.